Pakistan has an issue with India's presence in Afghanistan. Islamabad wants New Delhi to exit Afghanistan at a time when the country is facing an uncertain future while US troops prepare for withdrawal. In an interview, Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said that India's role in Afghanistan is more than it should be. Qureshi also leveled baseless allegations against India. It is another thing that, according to a UN report, there are over 6,000 Pakistani terrorists in Afghanistan.
Sovereign relations, and you have bilateral relations, and you have every right to have sovereign and bilateral relations with India. You trade with India, they come and carry out development work there. That's fine, that's completely fine with us. But at times we feel that their presence is perhaps larger than it ought to be.
Does it bother you that they have?
If they use your soil against us, it bothers me.
While Qureshi is no one to speak on bilateral relations between the two nations, let's still show him the real picture of India's constructive role in Afghanistan, in contrast with Pakistan's role in the country. It is a tale of development versus terrorism. India built the Afghan parliament while Pakistan funds terror groups in Afghanistan. India built the India-Afghan friendship dam while Pakistan is engaged in activities to destabilize Afghanistan. India built a children's hospital in Kabul. India also built a cricket stadium in Kandahar, while the Afghan government has accused Pakistan of waging an undeclared war against the country. Afghanistan's National Security Advisor has slammed the Pakistan Foreign Minister over rising attacks by the Taliban against the Afghan people. He said Pakistan's Foreign Minister is either uninformed, ignorant, or an accomplice in Taliban's violent offensive. The Afghan NSA also reminded Pakistan's Foreign Minister of the then Al-Qaeda head Osama bin Laden being traced to a location next to the Pakistan military headquarters. Joining us for more on these developments is our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, how is the Indian side viewing these statements made by the Pakistan Foreign Minister? Do we expect any formal statement?
Well, there hasn't been any reaction by the Indian side, and I do not expect reaction coming from the Indian side, given the fact that this is not the first time that the Pakistani Foreign Minister has made such provocative and controversial remarks about India and, of course, other as well. But largely, we know that not just India's presence, he has defended Taliban as well, saying that Taliban is not responsible for the violence in Afghanistan, which of course is eyebrow raising in the past. We know the Taliban leadership has been coming to Pakistan, publicly meeting their cadre, and this is something that Afghanistan has raised publicly through their foreign ministry as well. But it looks like that the gloves are off, and the Pakistanis, especially the Pakistani foreign minister, sees an opportunity, given the fact that the Americans are leaving, and the Pakistanis believe that there could be a repetition of the 1990s when Pakistan, of course, through extension, why Taliban had a considerable influence in Kabul. But the government in Afghanistan has made it clear that there will be no repetition of 1990s. They will be giving strong response to anyone who tries to interfere or meddle in the country, especially when it comes to Taliban as well. We know that there has been a high-level increase of violence by Taliban. Taliban clearly celebrating the withdrawal of the Americans. But nonetheless, India is also engaging with various stakeholders. This is what India has been saying. And of course, India is keeping its cards close to its chest. But it looks like that there could be, perhaps by end of this year, a major change in Afghanistan. That could, of course, have repercussions not only for Afghanistan, but in the region. And of course, India is closely watching it.